Nia Washington transferred to Riverside High halfway into the year, one of the only black faces in a sea of privileged white students. When she dared to attend prom with quiet Jamal Thompson, the school's other black student, Tyler Mitchell and his crew saw the perfect opportunity to remind these outsiders of their place. But what Tyler and his crew didn't know, Nia wasn't just some quiet transfer kid. Back in Detroit, she'd been lacing up gloves since she was 12, pounding heavy bags at Rodriguez's boxing gym while most of these rich kids were still learning how to tie their designer sneakers. She walked into Riverside carrying not just books, but years of discipline, fire, and the kind of fight that doesn't back down. And soon enough, those bullies would learn. Some people don't just take hits, they hit back harder. Before we go any further, comment where in the world you are watching from, and make sure to subscribe, because tomorrow's story is one you don't want to miss. 3 days before setting foot in those polished hallways, Nia had thrown her last punch at Rodriguez's gym in Detroit. 17 years old now, the rhythm of her gloves against the heavy bag had become second nature. That strength, that steady control, it followed her as she walked through Riverside High for the first time. The place looked like a magazine spread. Marble floors gleaming, trophy cases glowing under perfect fluorescent lights, students dressed like catalog models. Clean, polished, picture perfect. Everything her old school wasn't. But perfection had a way of hiding rot. Whispers followed her like spotlights. Conversations stopped mid-sentence when she passed. And then, before she'd even found her locker, the shouting started. "Come on, Thompson, fight back." She turned the corner, her pulse quickening, and saw it. A circle of students, phones out, recording. In the middle, a lanky black boy with glasses was shoved against the lockers by 3 white boys. Books scattered across the floor, sneakers grinding pages into the tile. One title caught her eye, Advanced Calculus. This kid wasn't just smart, he was brilliant. And yet here he was, treated like garbage while everyone watched. Nia didn't hesitate. She shoved through the crowd, all eyes turning, cameras shifting. Back off him. The bullies turned, their sneers widened. Tyler Mitchell grinned. Oh, look at this. 2 for 1 special. And that's when the year really began. Tyler circled her like a predator sizing up prey. Or what? You gonna file a complaint? His smirk stretched wider. This is Riverside High, sweetheart. We don't take complaints from your kind. Nia's voice dropped to a razor whisper. You know exactly what I mean. That line cracked his perfect mask just for a second. Ugly truth slipped out. His family, his privilege, his so-called territory. Connor, the stocky redhead, even puffed his chest like he was defending some sacred kingdom. The crowd pressed in tighter, waiting for the free show. Everyone wanted to see if she'd fold. But Nia wasn't built to fold. Her stance shifted. Weight balanced, fists loose. Years of boxing training hummed in her muscles. Funny, she said flatly. I thought this was a public school, paid for by everyone's taxes. That hit. Even a few students in the crowd flinched. Brad, the wrestler built like a bulldozer, stepped forward anyway. Public doesn't mean it belongs to monkeys. The words sliced the air. Gasps, whispers, even some white students shifted uncomfortably. But nobody stopped it. Nobody stepped in. Phones kept rolling like this was a Netflix drama. Nia's pulse slowed, the calm before every fight. Her eyes locked on Brad. Say that again. Tyler, realizing things could spiral, suddenly softened his tone. Whoa, easy, just harmless fun. No harm done. Right, boys? His crew looked confused but fell in line, retreating slightly. Tyler smirked as he turned away. See you around, Jamal. Both of you. This year's gonna be interesting. The crowd scattered, hungry for the next rumor. Left in the wreckage were Jamal, glasses cracked, books torn, and Nia, standing tall over the scraps. She bent down, gathering his things. You okay? His voice shook. Another black student? I thought I was the only one. Well, you're not alone anymore. But by the next morning, Jamal's dark circles told the truth. This wasn't new for him. They've been at it for 3 years, he whispered, eyes darting down the hall. Gum in his hair, locked closets, teachers looking the other way. Principal Harris just shrugged and called it boys being boys. Before Nia could respond, the shadows returned. Connor, Brad, Tyler. Blocking the hallway, smirks loaded. Well, well, Tyler purred. How was your first night in paradise, Nia? And just like that, Round 2 began. Tyler leaned against the lockers like he owned the hallway. "Hope you found suitable accommodations," he said smoothly, the fake smile not touching his eyes. "I know housing can be challenging for people like you." "People like me?" Nia shot back. "Transfers," he said quickly, grinning like a politician. "Always hard to adjust to a higher caliber of education." Brad laughed. "Yeah, bet Detroit schools didn't prepare you for this place." Nia's jaw clenched, but her voice stayed cool. "I'm doing just fine." Connor's smirk was razor sharp. "Maybe you can tutor Jamal in street smarts, teach him how to be more authentic." Jamal's voice barely lifted. "What's that supposed to mean?" "Oh, come on," Connor chuckled. "You're so buttoned up, so proper. Maybe hanging out with Nia will help you embrace your heritage. Learn some urban culture." Phones came out. Tyler held his up like he was filming history. "Smile for the camera. Riverside's first study group." "Put that away," Nia snapped. "It's a public space." Tyler shrugged. "Say something for posterity, Jamal. Maybe rap for us?" Jamal's face burned. "I don't rap." "Sure you do," Brad grinned. "It's in your DNA, right?" He started beatboxing, horribly. The crowd giggled. Nia stepped forward, her tone sharp as a left hook. "His culture is being valedictorian while you three are repeating junior year." For a moment, Tyler's smile cracked. Then he turned it into a performance, clapping Jamal on the shoulder so hard he stumbled. "Exactly. Top of the class, headed to Harvard. A real credit to his people." The words landed like poison. Connor piled on. "One of the good ones." Nia's fist twitched, but Jamal grabbed her arm. "Don't. They want you to hit them." The bell rang. Tyler slipped his phone into his jacket, grinning wide. "See you around. Study partners." As the hallway emptied, Nia whispered, "That was smart, stopping me." Jamal's hands shook as he stacked his books. "I've learned. They say the worst things, then flip it. Make us the aggressors." He forced a smile. "One more year, then I'm gone. Full scholarship. Far away." But when Tyler's eyes locked on them from the back row of class, Nia knew escape wasn't coming easy. He was already plotting. Prom night arrived with glitter and fairy lights, Riverside's hotel ballroom dressed up like a fairy tale. Nia's deep purple gown shimmered like royalty. Jamal, in his tux, looked sharp, nerves hidden under newfound confidence. They walked in together, heads high, whispers chasing them like shadows. For a while, it felt almost normal. Slow dancing, bad DJ jokes, overpriced dinner. Tyler's crew lingered at a distance, watching, waiting. But trouble was inevitable. It started at the punch table. Tyler slid up beside Nia, cologne choking the air. "You look beautiful tonight," he murmured, voice like poison wrapped in silk. "That dress really brings out your exotic features." Her grip tightened on the ladle. "Excuse me? I'm complimenting you," he said, stepping closer. "You should say thank you." "I said no." Her voice carried across the room. Students turned. Phones rose. Jamal appeared like a storm. She said, "Don't touch her." Tyler's smirk spread wide, calling in Connor and Brad like bodyguards. Within seconds, the confrontation turned into a scene, every student recording. They wanted her to lose control. They wanted Jamal to snap. Instead, the tables flipped. Jamal's training came alive, his stance steady. And when Brad lunged for Nia's phone, her reflexes fired. One strike to the gut, dropping him to his knees. The ballroom exploded into chaos. Tyler swung wildly. Jamal ducked and countered. Connor charged, but weeks of training made the difference. For once, the bullies weren't in control. By the time teachers pulled them apart, the damage was done. The footage spread faster than gossip ever could. Tyler's smooth image cracked, his cruelty caught in HD. The Mitchell family tried to spin it, but the internet doesn't forget. Nia and Jamal didn't walk away as victims that night. They walked away as proof. Proof that silence doesn't win, that fighting back doesn't always mean fists, and that bullies only win until someone stands taller. And if you're watching this right now, let me ask you, have you ever seen justice hit back this sweetly? If you want more stories that flip the script just like this one, don't forget to subscribe and stick around, because the next story is going to shake things up even more.